continue our discussion for this particular lesson in Module 3, Lesson 2, which is about the functional business strategy in terms of marketing, we are going to determine and establish what are the importance of functional strategies and the types of functional strategies in a respective organization. So the importance of functional strategies are as follows. Number one, it helps in operation of business functions because when we're going to formulate a specific strategy, we are trying to think of, we're trying to vision out what are specific strategies that will be suitable in a specific business function in order for it to become a successful unit in attaining or getting or achieving or accomplishing its specific business goal and objective on a functional level perspective. And therefore, it aids, it guides, it it assists a specific business function in establishing specific parameters in attaining a competitive advantage in their respective business function units. Next, it's a managerial roadmap. In other words, it's a direction for a specific business function manager to guide his specific subordinates or his colleagues in that specific department on what are the things that they need to accomplish or they need to attain is in a specific span of time. Say for example, in a marketing strategy perspective, the the top management wants to attain a specific percentage of market share in the industry that they want to that they are currently operating into, and therefore this particular roadmap will guide the entire marketing department to work on several strategies in order for them to attain that particular strategy. Say for example, in the case of Pepsi and Coke, we all know that Coke is the market leader, di ba? And say it's because that Coke is a market leader, therefore Pepsi wants to become the market leader and they want to attain a bigger market share against Coke. And therefore, if the perspective of Pepsi, they want to be the specific functional strategy in terms of marketing, they want to become the market leader. So that's the particular functional strategy. And therefore, this particular strategy will guide them to become the market leader in their respective organization. Okay. Next is the help in implementation of the grand strategy, decisional guides to action, improves effectiveness and efficiency, and creates super profitability and builds competitive advantage. Basically, this particular function, the importance of functional strategies will all boil down to competitive advantage, because that's the main goal, or the ultimate goal of every organization. That's why they are trying to build up specific strategies. They're trying to formulate strategies that is suitable in the context of their respective organization, considering several factors, both internal factors and external factors, after analyzing the SWOT analysis, or the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, in order for that particular organization to build a competitive advantage. Next, we have the types of functional strategies. So we have marketing strategy, research and development strategy, human resource strategy, financial strategy, and information strategy. I think that you have already done with several courses that are technically devoted in this particular business functional units. Say for example, for marketing strategy, I think you're already done with your ENT 104 or market research and consumer behavior. That particular course highlights specific marketing strategy that is needed for an organization to become effective in delivering value to its customers or its target market. Next, research and development strategy. I think currently this semester you are currently taking ENT 105 or innovation management. So basically the innovation management entails about innovation, which is the main heart and soul of research and development, to continuously develop your product offering against competitors so that you will be able to continuously deliver value to your respective target market. Because as we all know, our target market's needs and wants are continuously changing depending on the landscape of the competitive market in the industry we are currently operating into. Sometimes your competitors may deliver or offer something new to your customers. And in order for you to cope up with certain competition, you also need to enhance, to innovate, to develop your product offering so that you will be able to continuously um, compete in the marketplace, given that it is very competitive nature in order for them to build competitive advantage vis-a-vis their competitors. Human resource strategy, I think this semester you're also taking up ENT 107 or the human resource management. So basically, human resource is also a very vital or important tool in a business organization because the human resource are the resources of an organization that will going to implement, that will going to execute a specific strategy in all across business functions, and hence certain policies and guidelines should be put into place so that these particular strategies that are being executed must be followed based on what is originally formulated by the top management. Financial strategy, I think you will be going to have your finance, I think next semester, if I'm not mistaken, during your third year, first semester. So it tells about finances, it tells about capital, structure, what specific financial metrics in terms of determining the profitability of a business unit. So you're going to further discuss that one in your finance subject. Information management strategy, more on IT, because I think that information strategy is also vital and important in terms of data collection. We all know, as what we have already learned, that we need to continuously get data, updated data, both on the internal and external factors that are being that can be has an influence and or can have an impact on your business organization, and therefore information strategy is also important in terms of data management collection. So now in this particular subject or in this particular lesson, we're going to focus or highlight our attention on marketing strategy. So when we say marketing strategy, it is a practice that allows an organization to focus on available resources and practically turn into a productivity to increase sales and achieve justifiable competitive lead, or to become, in layman's term, to become a competitive market leader in the industry that you are currently competing with. It provides detailed information to the necessary plans to be taken to carry out the marketing program. So marketing strategy includes the successful understanding of internal and external environment that we have already had discussed from our previous modules. So when we say internal environment are those factors that are within the organization, and the organization or the business enterprise has the jurisdiction or the control in influencing those particular factors. These are included such as, but not limited to, we have marketing, finance, operations, human resource, logistics, um, accounting, operations, and so on and so forth. Okay? Whereas external factors include the analysis of political, legal, economic, social, technological, cultural, environment, and evaluation of customer, competitors, and target market. So basically, we have also discussed this one, that external factors are collectively known as the PESEL analysis. These particular factors are external to the organization, wherein the organization has no jurisdiction or cannot influence or has no control in these particular factors that may impact their respective organization, because it's practically outside the organization. So various analysis can be performed to understand the strategic constraints and focus, such as, we have also discussed this also, you have the SWOT analysis, the GE McKinney matrix, copy analysis. We have also the IFE matrix, the EFE matrix, the competitive profile matrix that we have already learned from previous modules. Okay? So basically, when we say marketing strategy, it all boils down to your customer. So the main focus, the heart and soul of a marketing strategy is in delivering value to your customer. In other words, you should able to highlight what is your USP or unique selling proposition to your customer. In other words, if I am the customer, I would say, if I'm going to purchase your product, what's in it for me? What value does it provide that will justify or that will deliver my wants and needs? So that particular question will be able to answered by your marketing strategy. Okay? So a good marketing strategy consists of the following points. Number one, it's flexible. Having an overall control is needed while implementing any plan, that there must be some space for changes also, as the needs and situations may keep altering, and if there is no possibility for flexibility in the plan, adoption and implementation of change may become difficult. Second, it's a comprehensive analysis. Having a complete overview is very important before going for implementation of the plan, as the plan may lead to failure if any necessary details have been missed. Next, consistent. Having consistency is very much needed in any good marketing strategy, as there is no use of the plan if it couldn't correlate with other functional strategies and fail in achieving the overall corporate and business level objectives. Maintaining consistency also ensures the employees are in accordance with what has been mentioned in the functional strategy. And lastly, it should be rational. In other words, maintaining rationality is very necessary, as, as the plan must follow in the logical manner. Otherwise, it would not come up with the corporate level objective. So in other words, we should the marketing strategy or the functional business marketing strategy that we should going to implement in the marketing department should be flexible. In other words, in layman's term, it should able to be adaptable to the ever-changing business dynamics in your respective organization, in your respective industry that you're going to you're currently operating. You should always know that there is constant change in your marketing strategy, because the needs and the wants of your target market is constantly changing. So in other words, these particular changes in the preferences and the needs and the wants of the customer should also be incorporated to your marketing strategy, and therefore the plan that you're going to implement in your marketing strategy should have a flexibility in it. You should be able to adapt to changes specifically on the needs and wants of your customer. In other words, you should be able to innovate in your respective marketing plan, so that you will be able to um, continuously deliver the needs and wants of your respective customers. It should be comprehensive. In other words, it should cover all the necessary details needed in your respective organization. Next is consistent. It should have been consistent also with other respective business functions. So if the marketing strategy should be co-aligned with your operation strategy, with your finance strategy, because as we all know, as we have already mentioned and explained a while ago, that each specific business function is interrelated or interconnected with one another. And lastly, it should be rational. If you are familiar with the frame SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bounded. So it's also applicable to this one. Your marketing strategy should be realistic. In other words, it should be attainable. Don't make a specific marketing plan that you cannot achieve in the first place. So basically, that's it. We will going to continue our discussion in the next video. So I hope that you have learned something in this particular lesson or topic. That's it, and thank you.